If you are coming to Hawaii for the first time, you have to see these.
And a great Chardonnay with a liberating taste.
And what are these people doing? It is the Dance of the South.
And we go back to Lexington for some golf and some big hearts in the Bluegrass State.
And cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Welcome back. We are in Hawaii. We're on the island of Oahu. And if you haven't been to Hawaii before, this is probably the first place you're going to come to.
Yes, and it is loaded with must-see things to do, see, eat, and drink.
Playing on the island of Oahu is easy. There is so much to see and do from sunrise to sunset.
And there are a few must-see experiences you'll want to have on your list, like this one.
A sunset dinner cruise. After a day of exploring the island, hit the ocean in style with a luxurious trip out on the water.
You'll enjoy the breathtaking beauty of the Honolulu coast from a whole different angle as you depart from the Aloha Tower and Marketplace Pier.
Spectacular views of Waikiki, Diamond Head, and the Pacific are everywhere from the time you board the ship through sunset and on into the night.
And there are plenty of places to hang out on board. The decks are expansive and air-conditioned. Inside, they are lined with panoramic windows, and outside you can enjoy a huge open-air top deck.
You'll feel right at home as you sip on a Mai Tai or other cocktail of your choice and let the friendly crew take care of everything for you.
Then partake in a delicious buffet before you head downstairs to check out the entertainment.
Sweet sounds and beautiful dancers bring the party right to you with a variety of entertainment, including a welcome hula and live jazz.
And then end the night with a stunning fireworks display while cruising back into the harbor.
For more information on booking a sunset dinner cruise on Oahu, visit jetsetterdeals.com.
A visit to Pearl Harbor is a must. It is a poignant and powerful tribute.
This sacred place honors the events that occurred on December 7th, 1941, when Japanese forces attacked the island.
The events of that day triggered America's involvement into World War II.
Pearl Harbor is the largest natural harbor in Hawaii, and this national monument is the only naval base in the United States to be designated a National Historical Landmark.
Now, the devastating aerial attack on Pearl Harbor resulted in over 2,300 dead and hundreds wounded.
At the Visitor Center, you can watch a film detailing all the events and learn about the bravery of the men and women who were there.
Displays and images along with audios vividly describe the well-planned attack.
The USS Arizona Memorial is a solemn place where you can pay your respects to the brave soldiers that fell that day.
A floating memorial was built over the sunken battleship, which is the final resting place for many of the crew.
You can also tour the Battleship Missouri Memorial and the USS Bowfin Submarine Museum.
No matter how much time you spend here, your visit to Pearl Harbor will foster reflection, remembrance, and understanding.
Another must-see is the Polynesian Cultural Center. It's Hawaii's #1 visitor attraction.
And it features villages and exhibits from a number of island cultures, including Hawaii, Fiji, Samoa, Tonga, and Tahiti.
Set on 42 acres of Oahu's North Shore with a lagoon and canoe rides, the Polynesian Cultural Center gives you the opportunity to learn about all of these island cultures in various intimate settings.
You'll discover about poi, lei making, spear throwing, dancing, and maybe, most importantly, how to make a fire. Very helpful if you're going to be on Survivor.
That's right. Now, there is also an award-winning luau called the Ali'i Luau with traditional Hawaiian food, followed by the evening entertainment, which is Ha, Breath of Life.
The show features Polynesian dancers and fire throwers giving thrilling performances and taking you on an authentic journey through Hawaiian royalty.
And you'll get to see some of the best Samoan fire knife dancing on the island.
It is all of Polynesia right in one place.
And we are closing out our must-see tour for you with what else but a luau.
A luau is a must, and our favorite luau on Oahu is the Fia Fia at Marriott's Ko'olina Beach Club, even if you're not staying there.
You are right on the ocean on the stunning west side of Oahu, and the sunsets are drop-dead gorgeous.
Fia Fia is headed up by Chief Sielu and his talented team.
They put on an extravagant show combining humor and traditional Polynesian talent and dance.
It is the ultimate in authentic and interactive experiences, delivering on all levels as you journey through the South Pacific Islands.
There's live music and a wide variety of all types of traditional Polynesian dancing, including spectacular knife dancing performances.
Chief Sielu is the original world champion fire knife dancer, and boy, is he super funny too. You will laugh your socks off.
That is right. And drinks are flowing and the food is fabulous. Now, this is probably the best food of any luau on the island.
It's perfect entertainment for couples, families, and kids. There is something to interest and amuse everyone.
And that's why people flock from all over to enjoy both the award-winning show and the food every Tuesday night.
No visit to Hawaii is complete without enjoying the family and fun experience of a luau, so add it to your list of must-sees the next time you are on Oahu.
Now, one great thing about Hawaii is you will always want to come back, and there is always going to be something new for you to see and do.
And we will show you a lot of that in upcoming shows as well. Now, when we come back, we're going to introduce you to a new Chardonnay with an old name. Welcome back. You know, we came across this California wine while we were in Canton, Ohio.
And it's a California white that pays homage to our founding fathers who probably never even touched a California white.
Federalist.
Cheers.
Interesting story.
Just like I remember it.
So we're working in Canton, Ohio, and we just happened to go to one of the local grocery stores, Giant Eagle, and just happened to see this. I don't know why we picked it up.
Yeah, I can't remember why. I think it was just so interesting to us. It was a Chardonnay. We were kind of in the mood to try different things. And so we see it sitting on the shelf here in the grocery store, and just on a whim, picked it up. Turns out it's phenomenally good. It's such a great Chardonnay at a great price.
Yeah, and it's called Federalist because the winemaker was giving tribute to the founding fathers. He has George Washington and Ben Franklin on some reds, but this he doesn't have anything on it. He calls us the Federalist. So we tried it, and you know, to be honest, when you try certain things, you're just gonna go, okay, nine times out of 10, it's like, nah, there's a reason nobody knows this. But there are gems, and this is one of the gems.
You can't beat it. It's great. Like we said, we found it here in Canton, Ohio, in the grocery store, Giant Eagle, and that's where we found it. And actually, I've never seen it in any other grocery stores that I've been in recently. But you can get it from wine.com, and you can also go to the Federalist Wine website, and you can get it there for sale.
And there are certain parts of the country where you can't get it. But I think one of the things that we loved about it was its balance.
Absolutely, yeah. It's so drinkable. You can have this just on its own as a sipping wine on a nice warm summer day, or even in the winter by the fire. It's a great wine to just enjoy and relax. You don't really need food with it, you know, although if I were to put food with it, I would put cheeses, for the most part, fish, chicken.
Yeah.
I don't think it would stand up to red meat or any kind of real hearty kind of a dish.
And I love it. It's got kind of that little lemon zest back taste.
It does, yeah. A little kind of creme brulee with the lemon zest. Yeah, I like that. And then, it's pretty crisp too. So it ends on a crisp note. So it doesn't have a long lingering finish, but it is well balanced, like you said. And they age it only for like 7 months in French oak. So it's not aged a long time. So it really is bringing out a nice, great. And I think this bottle actually, it's got a quill, is what they've chosen. Each bottle has something different. This has a quill. I think in previous Chardonnays they had the Statue of Liberty.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so they always have some kind of, freedom symbol. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. I mean, if you look for it in the grocery store, if you can't find it there, just pick it up on wine.com. Like we said, it's affordable. It's going to be anywhere between $8 to $12. You know, I mean, it's a great price point for a great, everyday kind of a wine. Nothing you want to like splurge on or have for a special occasion. But again, like we always say, great Thanksgiving wine, great holiday wine when you have to pick up a lot of bottles. This would go great with Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
Because in that sense, it would cut through that, kind of all the heaviness of the food that you're eating, and add a nice crisp. Yeah, great
Absolutely
with turkey.
great with turkey.
Yeah, I think it would be fabulous.
You're right, that's a good call. That's a really good call. Well, and they talk about Ben Franklin there, and Ben Franklin said, wine is proof that God really loved us and wants us to be happy. And I think that's a lot of truth to that.
That's very true. Well, this wine will make you happy, so God and Ben Franklin will be pleased.
So there you have, well, Federalist. Enjoy it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And we will have more great Chardonnays for you in future shows, but next, John goes shagging.
But not the Austin Powers kind of shagging.
Now, the South has sweet tea and shagging.
But it's not that kind of shagging. In fact, it's a dance that's an institution in the Carolinas. It is the dance of the South.
It is smooth and fun, but with a name that most of us associate with Brits, dancing in the sheets.
So, what are these people doing? Well, they're shagging.
Yeah, baby!
Not that kind of shagging.
It's called the shag. They dance this way all year round. This shag contest is put on by North Myrtle Beach Chamber of Commerce.
Shag legend Charlie Womble was one of the judges. He's been shagging for 35 years.
Well, first, the dance is a lot of fun, but I think it's a lifestyle. That's what's so intriguing about the dance. It's the beach, it's the music, it's the sand, it's the camaraderie, the friendship.
Notice the shag is catching on with young folks, too. And anyone who moves down south and just watches all of these folks shagging also catches the shag bug.
Does this kind of excite you to maybe go take some shagging lessons?
Oh, yes. Yeah, most definitely.
Really?
Talking to my husband about it, yeah. Gonna go to Harold's.
The shag is modern and cool, but also laid back with that Carolina beach style.
Charlie Womble said this best. Charlie Womble, who is a legend in the shag community, he said the shag is basically the jitterbug on value. These guys are so smooth, and it's low to the ground, but there's a lot of acrobatics, as you saw tonight, that are involved in this. A lot of those intricate, it's like watching two figure skaters. Everybody's in sync. The couples are in sync with each other.
But pinpointing the roots of the shag are difficult.
Yeah, no one can really say how shagging got its name.
And you can't shag without what is known down here as beach music.
And what is beach music? Well, that's hard to define too. Craig Woolard, another legend with bands like the Embers, told me beach music is a combo of R&B, soul, a little disco, and even some rock and roll. Basically, he says, if you can shag to it, it's beach music.
Big John Thompson is another legend down here. He provides the bass vocals for some of the greatest beach music bands, like Monza's, the Embers, and Band of Oz.
And he says beach music became popular thanks to segregation in the South in the 1940s.
It originated, matter of fact, there was a guy named Chicken Hicks, I swear I think he's the one that started it, used to go down to Atlantic Beach, right down the street here. It was a black beach. And he would sneak in the clubs for all the music that they were playing, and he'd come back up here and show them how they were dancing and everything. It was actually illegal back in the 40s to go into the black clubs. You couldn't do it, but he would go down and see what they were doing and bring it up here, and that's where all this stuff originated, way back in the 40s, and it's just progressed until everybody. I mean, you got people that have been coming down here, their whole worlds are built around SOS.
SOS is the Society of Stranders, which is an organization of thousands supporting shag dancing, not only on the Strand in Myrtle Beach, but shagging events all over the world.
But, we're in shag country, North Myrtle Beach. When I first came to town 16 and a half years ago, I didn't really know what the shag community was all about. This is really the birthplace of the shag, and now thousands of people, tens and thousands of people come not only from South Carolina, the Southeast, they come across the country, around the world. We've met people this week from Norway and Germany that are here just because of the Shaggers Convention.
So no matter where you're jet setting to, don't be surprised if someone gets up and starts shagging right in front of you.
Yeah, baby!
Now, do you shag?
That's a little personal, don't you think, while we're on television here? Actually, no, I don't. I've got 2 left feet. But if you were born and raised in the South, you definitely have the shag step in your blood. No doubt about that. Now, at the same time, too, if you're going down there to visit, they have plenty of shagging lessons, so you can actually go and take some lessons and learn how to shag with the best of them in the South.
Oh, very good. I can't wait. Well, when we come back, we are going to the Bluegrass State.
I'm replacing my ball on the putting surface, but it seems to want to roll away. So what I want to do is I want to press it into the surface of the green to hold its position. Can I do this? According to Rule 1-29, by intentionally taking action to influence the movement of the ball in play and to alter physical conditions that affect the playing hole, the player is in breach and receives a 2-stroke penalty. And in match play, it's loss of hole. Knowing the rules can save you strokes.
Now, you can really tell a lot about a region by the way they care about each other.
And I saw a lot of it happening in Lexington, Kentucky, as I got to attend a celebrity golf event that raises money for kids in the area. Take a look. Sure, it's known for horses in Kentucky basketball, but it's also known for the children's charity of the Bluegrass Celebrity Golf Event. This year we raised more than $650. The 2 reasons are the great volunteers who come out year after year, and the companies who not play in the event, but bid on celebs and knuckleheads like me to have on their team. But for 34 years, that rarely happens.
It's my family that comes out. Second, it's the kids, the charity. Third are the people that are involved with the event, from the people that put it together to the sponsors to all the participants. Just a wonderful event.
This tournament seems like it's part of the fabric of the community.
Absolutely. It's a group of people. They don't take any money for what they do all year long, putting this together. They raise well over $500,000, I think, every year, and everybody has just such a great time. All the money goes back into the local community to help children's charities, like the name says, all kids related charities. And everybody just seems to have a great time doing it because the payback is, you see the smiles on the faces of kids.
But it's a very hard thing to answer. I don't really know why. It's a community spirit here is really what it is. As I said before, in 2008 and 2009, a lot of the tournaments we used to play in are no longer there. They didn't have enough money. They couldn't get airlines to give tickets. These people don't care. In 2008 and 2009, they raised one of those years almost $500,000. And the economy was in the tank. It didn't matter here. There are so many hospitals here. There are people that work with children all the time. It's just, they love their families and they love the children of the Bluegrass, and they'll do anything they can to raise money.
People in the shadows, the people who make this happen, are the greatest bunch of mainly volunteers I've ever seen. There is no word no. They will tell you, they will do anything for you. You can't run a tournament like this without that kind of support, and every year it becomes even more visible and successful in that regard.
So grab hold of the mic and come see for yourself. In fact, if you run a golf tournament, come here and see the magic.
35 years is a long time for a celebrity golf event.
It is. It's probably the longest in the country, maybe the longest in the world for all we know, but I have a feeling that it's going to be going on for another 35 years, and we say congratulations to the folks at Lexington for all you do for the kids there.
Absolutely. Cheers to them, and cheers to you as well. Thank you for joining us. Mahalo and aloha.